110,000 soldiers gone in what's being called one of the deadliest military blows in modern history. If that number doesn't stop you in your tracks, it should. Because this isn't just a statistic, it's a massive turning point in a brutal war that's been dragging on for over 2 years. Ukraine just delivered a devastating strike that reportedly wiped out over 110,000 Russian troops. That's not a typo, and no, we're not talking about a single-day event, but a sweeping offensive that's been building for months, and finally hit with surgical precision. So how did this happen? What does it mean for the future of the war? And is Russia really losing control? Let's break it all down. First, let's get one thing straight. War isn't just fought with bullets and bombs anymore. It's fought with satellites, intelligence networks, drones, and data. And Ukraine, they've learned fast. With help from Western intelligence and tech, Ukraine's military has become leaner, smarter, and way more precise. This latest strike is proof of that evolution. The reported elimination of 110,000 Russian troops didn't happen overnight. It was the result of months of coordinated targeting, drone surveillance, and highly focused counteroffensives. Ukraine has been zeroing in on weak points, supply lines, command posts, fuel depots, anything that keeps the Russian war machine running. And once those vulnerabilities are exposed, they strike hard. And here's the game changer: HIMARS, those high-mobility rocket systems provided by the U.S. They've allowed Ukraine to hit targets deep behind enemy lines, far beyond what traditional artillery could reach. Combine that with real-time satellite intel from NATO, and you get the kind of precision that can dismantle entire units. It's sometimes before they even know what hit them. Now, let's talk about the human cost. 110,000 soldiers. That's like wiping out the entire population of a small city. These are lives, mostly young men caught in the middle of a war that many didn't choose. And on the Russian side, reports are mounting about poor training, low morale, outdated equipment, and troops being thrown into battle with little preparation. Some say they didn't even know they were being deployed to a war zone until it was too late. One of the key moments leading up to this massive loss was Ukraine's intensified push in the east, particularly around Bakhmut and Avdiivka. While Russia tried to hold those areas, Ukraine kept grinding forward, slowly but surely. Think of it like a chess game, sacrificing pawns to expose the queen. And when the opening came, they didn't hesitate. And it's not just about the number of troops lost. It's what that number represents. Russia's military is bleeding. Their recruitment is getting desperate. They're pulling from prisons, offering citizenship to foreigners, even forcing conscription in some regions. It's not sustainable. Meanwhile, Ukraine's resolve seems stronger than ever. Their troops are motivated, their tactics are evolving, and support from allies both in terms of weapons and training is still flowing. They've even managed to integrate civilian tech experts into military planning, creating a hybrid force that blends traditional combat with next-gen warfare. But let's be real, this war is far from over. Every victory Ukraine gains comes at a steep price. Cities are still being bombed, civilians are still dying, and winter is coming again, which will slow down movements and test endurance on both sides. Now, some are asking, can Russia bounce back from this? Technically, yes. Russia still has massive reserves and nuclear capabilities, but morale, logistics, global reputation, all taking serious hits. And this latest loss makes it clear, brute force alone isn't winning this war. The big question is what's next. Some analysts believe this strike could be the beginning of a major shift, that we might be seeing the early stages of a Russian collapse in key regions. Others warn that Putin, backed into a corner, could double down in dangerous ways. Either way, the world is watching closely. The stakes aren't just regional, they're global. This conflict has reshaped how we think about modern warfare. It's shown how smaller nations can stand up to giants when backed by tech, strategy, and unity. And it's a sobering reminder of how fragile peace really is. So yeah, 110,000 Russian troops. It's not just a number. It's a statement. A message that Ukraine isn't backing down, that they're not just defending, they're fighting to win. And as the dust settles from this devastating blow, one thing is clear. The tide of this war is shifting. And if you're not paying attention, you're missing history unfold in real time. What do you think this means for the future of the war? Is Ukraine gaining the upper hand, or is this just another brutal chapter in a long, grinding conflict? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you found this video insightful, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more real updates on global conflicts. And share this with someone who needs to stay informed. Your support helps keep this conversation going, and it matters more than you think. Stay sharp, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.